All right, hello everyone. I am Crota, and I'm giving you a 1v1 matchup between Infi and Fly. Infi spawning as the blue human player who, curiously enough, chose random in this matchup. So Fly spawning as the red orc has no idea what he's going up against, at least not quite yet. We'll see if Infi, with that element of surprise early on, will be able to perhaps get a little bit of a jump on Fly here on Echo Isle. Now it is, well, what is it? I'm gonna date myself a little bit. It is parent-teacher conference week where I am at, so my daughter may try to run down the stairs at any given moment and say hi. Those of you guys who enjoy saying my daughter is cute, she is, but I won't be able to cast all too many games this week as there are a number of activities, including entertain my daughter and make sure she does her homework that I still need to do with her. Anyways, it is going to be an Archmage going up against a Blade Master. It's almost like they always choose those heroes in this matchup, as we are now getting things underway. Barracks will see the timing of that Voodoo Lounge, and that is going to be the necessary important factor here. If it is going to be an earlier Voodoo Lounge, which I believe it will be, there you go, the Blade Master alongside of the Grunt should be able to clear out this level 3 Ogre Warrior, pick up preferably a Claws of Attack +6 or Gloves of Haste, and then move on his merry way. Meanwhile, the Archmage is most likely going to be grabbing about 5 to 6 militia. Curious that there's actually a couple militia off over here, or peasants, excuse me. It's going to be anywhere from 5 to 6 militia. Go ahead and clear them out and then attempt to take out this Renegade Wizard, making sure that your Water Elemental is not the one to get the first attack off, so he can avoid getting purged. Alright, let's take a look at it. No, Archmage is going to head off to the north instead, head over to the Ogre Warrior Creep Camp. Forest Troll Trappers will throw down a couple of inefficient nets as the militia now go to town on the Ogre Warrior Creep Camp. Meanwhile, a lone footman out to scout. His opponent now knows exactly what is happening. Fly knows that it is going to be human versus orc in this matchup, as well as the Voodoo Lounge will be completed. Blade Master finishing things up, and he picks up a Gloves of Haste. Fairly decent item there, as the footman now needs to escape, get away, as the Blade Master may be able to slice and dice him down. Alright, speaking of daughters, mine is currently right next to me. I think she wants to say hi. Hold on.
Hi.
Alright, she is saying hi right next to me as we are now heading back down to the south. Do you want to read Dogman? You can read Dogman by yourself. You want to read next to me? Alright, you can read next to me. I don't think the people will mind. You need to start reading, though. You can't be watching.
We're under attack!
Alright, we are under attack as the Blade Master heads back off to the north, attempting to take down this Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi is, well, getting in a lot of damage here, and the Blade Master is actually suffering a fair amount of damage as well. Blade Master now down to 215 as he is going to go ahead and wind walk to get away. He got that extra bit of experience. He is now healing back up off of that healing salve, and he is also using a potion of greater healing. Please read. Alright, back down to the south. Where's that Blade Master gonna go? Is he gonna be able to chase down the Footmen and the Water Elementals, as the Archmage is doing a good job trying to steal experience away from his opponent by taking down these Null Poachers right here and now. The Shadow Hunter, which should be coming out in just a bit, is not going to be able to get to the next level nearly as quickly. Blade Master sitting at level 1 right now, using a speed scroll, trying to head around, perhaps regroup and get back into the swing of things here, as the Footmen are now going to be 3-on-1ing a Grunt, as the Null Poacher, well, seems to be wanting to join in on the fight. Alright, Footman now down to 29 hit points. Does not look good. He gets axed in the back by a Grunt, as the Grunt now heads back off to the north. Footmen getting into harm's way, trying to make sure that neither of these Footmen do get taken down. You'd rather have 2 1-point hit Footmen than 1 2 hit point Footmen. Yeah, definitely the case, as those scrolls of regeneration, or healing scrolls as well, do heal up all of those units rather fast. Alright, Archmage is going to go ahead and finish things off here. Footman now trying to engage back. This Footman has taken a fair bit of damage, and the Blade Master of Fly going to get another easy kill here, as the Grunt doing the hokey pokey in front of the Footman, not letting him get around. Blade Master now looking to chase back down this Archmage here, who is very, very close to level 3. But without level 3 on that Blade Master, he's not going to have a very effective push onto the Orc Burrows. You can see the Shadow Hunter is being trained. You can see that we are at Keep and now getting up a Mountain King instead of going for a Beastmaster. Blade Master now joins up in on the fight. Is it going to be enough? Blade Master now going after the Water Elemental. You can see a little bit of a switch back there again as the Blade Master is taking a little bit of poison damage, getting some extra damage back on those units. All right, Blade Master now going after the Murloc Nightcrawler. It will get taken down. Tome of Strength +2 now dropped. Blade Master jumping up to 700 hit points from 650. Back over here, Archmage is still sitting just shy of level 3. Really wants those level 2 Water Elementals in order to do just a bit more damage. Mountain King now going to be joining up on that fight. Militia joining in as well as the Mountain King makes sure to get in a strong Stormbolt here to try and clear out this creep camp without getting creep jacked. Archmage is going to be getting the level 3 here in just a second. Meanwhile, the Blade Master gonna finish off the Ogre Magi, leaves behind a circlet of nobility, uses the healing salve, picks up the circlet of nobility, and now is going to wander back around again. Very low hit point footman, down to 32 hit points. There goes the peon right there. That footman may just get taken out from the axe or hammer of the Mountain King, since he is just experience bait for his opponent. Forest Troll Berserker also joining in on the fight. You can see a very low hit point Grunt, down to 39 hit points. Gonna be able to, however, get to level 2 in the Shadow Hunter, maybe get in a Hex, as a Ring of Protection +3 is now dropped down. Orc Burrow getting pressured. The Priest could be adding in a little bit more damage. Blade Master, is it going to be enough? Yes, one Orc Burrow will get taken down. Blade Master, oh, it looks as though another Stormbolt could go down on a low hit point Grunt. As the Grunt is trying to get away, it looks as though the damage is going to, however, go onto the Forest Troll Berserker. Healing Wave comes across, and the Grunt perhaps would have been the better target, even though, well, he does end up getting his man right there, as the Speed Scroll doesn't shake off or speed up that stun timer. Blade Master desperately trying to get ahead in onto that Priest. Sorceress could be casting slow. There it is right now. Blade Master running in slow motion like an episode of Baywatch as that peasant is able to get back. Archmage once again ready to put down more pressure. Double Orc Burrow takedown. We are now at 39/30 supply, as double Water Elementals all the way could spell certain death for the Orc Burrow if it was for not, well, that Scroll of Town Portal in time. 39/30 supply. Double Orc Burrows will be needed, and this is going to give a little bit of time for Infi to regroup. You can see Clarity Potion, only one Ivory Tower. Who only buys one Ivory Tower from the Arcane Vault? That is a bit of a surprise. Do we see Arcane Sentry being added? I do not as of yet, as the Archmage looking to clear up this creep camp here. Blade Master going to finish off the Nightcrawler. There it goes. We'll get to level 3 during this creep camp, as the Blade Master is getting in some good critical strikes. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Archmage is doing a great job. Is it going to be able to perhaps put some pressure down onto an Orc Burrow as it is being constructed? Army has not grown at all, as we could see the Mountain King perhaps trying to drop an Ivory Tower here. There it goes. There's an upgrade to an Arcane Tower, as the Militia are now, well, turning back into peasants. There's a Stormbolt. Sorceress with a lot of slow, no Ivory Tower or no Arcane Sentry, makes it very difficult to spot and take down that Blade Master, as he is still able to Windwalk and do a fair bit of damage. Blade Master looking to shake off all of that damage with the help of the Shadow Hunter here. Arcane Tower gonna quickly get taken down. Speed Scroll ignoring the fact that there is slow cast, but all of the units are still moving significantly or attacking significantly slower. All right, Spirit Walker trying to run away. There's a disenchant. Some more damage being dealt, as the Sorceress need to focus down perhaps onto some Grunts, getting in some bonus damage here. But the Grunts are a giant meat sponge at this point. Who are the primary targets? That is the big question, as we see a Stormbolt now coming across. Spirit Walker down to 211 hit points. Is it going to get taken down? Archmage back across here. Sorceress trying to finish off this one. Spirit Walker getting healed back up again. as the Archmage is just unable to really engage here. Not enough mana, but the Spellbreaker now comes in, joins in on the fight, takes some Spirit Link, and is going to be spreading that across multiple units as well. Blademaster now going to get low on mana, no more Windwalk, as the Sorceresses with their range attack perhaps will be able to slowly dwindle down the health of those grunts. Water Elemental doing some quote-unquote splash damage there onto those units, as those units are now all backing off. So far, we notice that there is no expansions by both sides yet. Archmage sitting at, I believe, level 3. Mountain King sitting at 2 compared to a 3-2 coming in from the human. So 3-3 compared to 3-2 as the Blade Master hoping to get perhaps another powerful item. The Potion of Greater Healing from the early Ogre Magi Creep Camp still has yet to be cleared out. Alright, drops the Boots of Speed, picks up a 3rd Circlet of Nobility, an additional 150 hit points, well, an additional 6 stats, making that Blade Master almost with level 5 stats at this point, between this Tome of Strength earlier and, well, those Circlets of Nobility. Sorceress getting slowed down and ensnared. This could be potential trouble. It looks as though the Sorceress will get taken out. Mountain King sitting at level 2 has a replenishment potion, cannot drink it as he is currently surrounded in battle. Alright, do we see the Mountain King? I believe the Archmage actually tried to transfer the Scroll of Town Portal to the Mountain King, but the Mountain King still fell at level 2 while it was hexed. A hexed Mountain King cannot use a Scroll of Town Portal or use any items, as you saw, as the Sorceress is now in serious trouble once again. Is there enough casters to deal with the grunts while not losing too many ground units? Mountain King coming back into the fight. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could be used. No, not used in time, as he loses the replenishment potion bonus. Speed Scroll. Let's see, Mountain King trying to chase, will not be able to do so. Mountain King sitting at level 2, resurrected at the tavern, as we may see the Mountain King and the Archmage look to get a little bit more experience once more. Alright, we are getting down to the wire, but Infi seems to have control of this game. Level 4 on the Blade Master, level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, compared to a 3-2 on the Archmage and the Mountain King. Normally, Infi or human players would have an expansion at this time, at least giving him them a bit of an economic advantage, but we don't see that as of yet. Spirit Walkers now making their way over. You can see Gargantuan Sea Turtle will get cleared up here. Shadow Hunter is, well, nowhere to be found since he is back home drinking down a Clarity Potion. Mountain King going to stay at level 2. Archmage will stay at level 3. And without any hero levels, you're not going to get those additional hero talents for either Brilliance or a level 2 or a level 2 Stormbolt. Both of those would quickly swing things in favor, or at least neutralize things back for the human player, as Infi still has a lot of ground to make up. I had forgotten that this mercenary camp had not been cleared out, so this is actually precious experience that Infi is going to be able to gather. If he can get to level 4, which I believe he will on the Archmage, and level 3 on the Mountain King, that does turn things significantly in his favor, as we also see a Talisman of Evasion now picked up. 4-4 compared to a 4-3 compared to a 4-3. And what was a 4-3 versus a 3-2 now is a complete mirror match in terms of the hero levels, as the Arcane Sanctums, well, not training up any units, 59/60 supply compared to 50/60. Every second, Infi is getting a 3 gold advantage just because he is not, well, nope, I take it back. Now 56/60 compared to 59/60. Both sides getting taxed 30%. And, well, hoping to get more and more. Mountain King sitting at level 3 with a Ring of Regeneration will be able to regenerate a lot more hit points. And with that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, that any time that the Mountain King is not taking damage and has, well, damage to be recovered, that is good for him. Mountain King sitting at level 3. Archmage is going to go ahead and Staff of Teleportation. Is he going to buy the feint? No, he is not. What happened? Archmage purposely canceled that, and it made it look like I'm going to try and Scroll of Town Portal. That was a brilliant head fake, using the Staff of Teleportation onto the keep to look like he was going to TP in, forcing the units to back off. He then canceled his teleportation in, so that he actually had time. That is all very, very critical, as we do see a Voodoo Lounge being added in here as well. 63 over 66 compared to 59 over 60. Both sides are fighting. Mountain King is sitting at level 3, perhaps a big surprise, as he also does have now Spirit Link. That Mountain King is going to be very difficult to finish off, as we do see a Stormbolt go down onto the Blade Master. Blade Master out of the fight for a little while. Casters trying to focus down some units. Spellbreakers trying to be the front line, but don't want to be attacked by the grunts, as you see the Mountain King Stormbolting the Blade Master again. Blade Master down to 349 hit points, but with the Potion of Greater Healing should be able to stick around for a very long time. Mountain King Spirit Link still keeping him alive as well. Also has that Ring of Regeneration that we mentioned earlier, as the Blade Master forced to use that that Potion of Greater Healing. Mountain King still in a bit of trouble, down to 537. Wants to re-engage. Will he be able to do exactly that? Mountain King Stormbolts again, finishing off a Raider, as it is currently stunned. Priest now in trouble, trying to get back away. Mountain King is in that front position. Is he going to be using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to stick around for a fair amount of time in this fight? Raider down to 86 hit points. One more shot should do it, and it does get taken down. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability was in fact used. Mountain King still has another Stormbolt. And wow, that Mountain King with Ring of Regeneration, this war of attrition, both sides suffering casualties, but the Sorceresses now may end up swinging things a little bit if they can end up surviving. All right, things turning back around. Grunts are now in the forced retreat mode. Archmage is doing a bit of follow-up. Mountain King still has plenty of mana at this point at 166. Stormbolt now going down onto the Blade Master, as the Mountain King still has about another 6 seconds left on the cooldown on that Stormbolt. Will he be able to Stormbolt once more? Watchtower is completed, but out of range of any of the buildings. All right, here we go. Water Elemental is right there. Blade Master, Mountain King, Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Blade Master, even though he has 1,000 hit points, is already down to 542. Let's take a look. Archmage needs to get back into the swing of things. Mountain King using a Clarity Potion back up to 125 mana already. Should be able to get up to 150 in just a moment, as the Archmage level 2 Brilliance Aura still a key factor in this fight. Altar of Kings has been taken down. 17 minutes, 6 seconds into this fight. Still no definitive winner, as the Blade Master now going to town onto all of those peasants. All right, this is the perfect opportunity to strike. The Blade Master is out of combat, for at least for a little while, as you see the Spellbreakers looking to finish off the Watchtower. Watchtower down to death, as it gets taken out rather fast. Archmage could try and drop a Water Elemental if it only had any more mana. Stormbolt onto the Raider just in time with a healing wave, as the Archmage is going to try its best to finish it off. Will it be able to do so? Yes, it will. Every supply now counts. 59 compared to 63. Mountain King still has plenty of mana. Been able to use so many Clarity Potions and stick around for far too long. Currently does not have Spirit Link. I take it back. Now has Spirit Link again. That needs to be disenchanted, as the Mountain King is going to be going after the units once more. Spellbreakers going after the Spirit Walkers. Spirit Walkers now pretty much out of mana again, as the Spellbreakers could turn things around, stealing all of that Spirit Link. Mountain King down to 550 some odd hit points, trying to heal back up. Raider getting stunned once more. It's going to get taken out. Archmage is sitting at level 4 still. Meanwhile, Blade Master gets to level 5 with plus 23 attack. Generous hip attack bonus off of those Kodo Beasts. All right, Raiders want to finish off some of these big units. Spellbreaker now taken down. Watchtower down to 179 hit points, but is finished in time to now start fighting back. All right, it looks as though there is a Hex. Invisible Crab all the way. What does it mean? It means that the Mountain King is going to be able to survive a little while longer, as he is dangerously low on hit points. Speed Scroll has been used, but the Mountain King invisible again, trying to stick around for as long as possible. Mountain King currently invisible, doing its best to just stay alive. Mountain King now back into the swing of things. He does have a bit of mana for a Stormbolt again, as the grunts somehow staying alive. Lower hit point grunts need to get focused down. They are still alive still, as the Mountain King down to 220 some odd hit points. We are still fighting our way through. Grunt extremely low on hit points. Mountain King extremely low on hit points as well. Priest now getting taken down. 47 compared to 59. Fly has taken the lead back once more, as the Spellbreakers are going to get cleared up. 304 critical strike. Blade Master going to go after the Mountain King. Mountain King gonna get taken out, and there is the game. Infi taking out Fly here on Echo Isle. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I can see my daughter getting up out of the corner of my eye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.